What is up, guys? We are back again. This is another Fight Night video. This is Fight Night 2. It's a gimmicky type of game mode. If you didn't see Fight Night 1, I'll put a link to it somewhere. Go check it out. Uploaded a couple weeks ago. So this time, I'm actually in the main event of the Fight Night, and I'm playing versus Per, who is an incredibly talented player. He actually won Bandai's Battle Hour event. So we definitely knew that we were going to have some fun games here. Before we get into this match, I just want to give a quick shout out. The next Fight Night event, Fight Night 3, is going to be on May 15th. They're looking to do an EU versus NA event, so be sure to join the Discord and the Facebook page of DBSL and sign up for that, because it's going to be good fun. And this game here actually was recorded last night, or I guess technically early this morning for me at 4 AM. To account for Canadian times. But the next Fight Night will actually be hopefully starting sooner to accommodate for EU players. So this first game here that we've got, anybody who knows me knows that I absolutely love my Android 16. Been playing it non-stop since reveal, basically. So I chose that for my first deck. Whereas Per has brought an interesting deck here. It's Shenron Katopesla. Per goes first. Yeah, there we go. Per goes first. You can see the Katopesla. I'm like, okay, it's Shenron Katopesla. So we go searching through his life, finding Dragonballs. I haven't actually played versus this matchup too often, so I'm not sure what to expect. All I know is that obviously the Katopesla chain swings a lot with criticals and double strikes as it evolves and goes up the chain. There is also the new evolution booster Katopesla 1-drop, which I didn't know what it did. It does come down at one point in this game, and I asked what it did, and he told me. I believe it was something along the lines of he can evolve as many times as he wants in the turn for free, but that costs him 2 energy or something like that. So yeah, we'll see that. We'll see that when we get there. So he plays the 1-drop Searcher. He goes and finds his 6-drop. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Fairly standard start. No extra balls in his starting hand. That's good enough for me. So he passes to me. So first thing we do is we play the Android 17 Mechanical Prowess. This is kind of a flex spot. It's a one-of at the minute in this deck here. Just a top 5 searcher, and you can choose to drop one Android. You don't have to drop one, but you can choose to drop one once you've searched your top 5. So that's a fairly standard start. The ideal start for me would be having the speedy substitution, which I've picked up there, because then I can switch up the Android 16 and then play hopefully another multicolored energy that doesn't have energy exhaust, so that I have a check land ready going into turn 2 as well. So he's dropped his balls. He's going to go pick them up. He's got 1. He's got 2. And I believe he gets another. Yep, he gets a 3rd. And does he have a 4th? No, he just gets the 1 extra. And then he evolves into the 4-drop Katopesla, which has a negate built in. It's got barrier, and it's got dual attack. So he passes back to me. Doesn't attack with it, just passes back to me. I charge another check land. I believe I eventually just, well, always, yeah, as always, do the leader swing first, pitch a multicolor preferably just for your leader ability, and draw 2. But the standard turn 2 play is going to be an energy amplification if you are feeling fairly confident you're not going to die next turn, which obviously I'm not because I'm on 8 life. Like I say, I haven't played against Katopesla chain that much, so I don't know if he's going to get all his balls next turn, use his ultimate on the evolve, and then just absolutely kill me for triple attack, double strike crits or whatever. But I think I'll be fairly safe. So I tap 2, energy amplification. I believe I awaken here because Android 16 can awaken when there's 5 energy between you. So I'm just wanting to get cards back to my hand. So I draw 1, untap 1, and then I draw down to 5 life, which, like I say, I was thinking at the time it's quite risky if he does just go all in next turn. So I swing with the energy amplification. Since I'm on my leader's side, I do get a free combo. I believe he uses the Katopesla to negate that. I swing with the... Oh, I think I remember what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, so I swing with the 17, which I believe is a 4k, maybe a 5k. But the main reason I do that is that I can bean on tap 2. I think, yeah, use leader to get a free combo, so that goes to something along, I can't remember if it's a 4 or a 5, but it's basically, what's the maths? It'd be a 20. right? A 19 or a 20. And he takes it. I think at this point, I wanted to rival the 16 that's in my energy. However, I was scared about tapping out because I don't really know what the Katopesla chain did. So instead, yeah, I go for the safer play, which is to play my Unison. I do run this Super 13 Unison. I do think it is very good. The only downside is that it's a 14k rather than a 15k, which does matter in some scenarios. But to have a 14k 4 marker Unison in blue on turn 2 is so good. Like, you get God Sealing active from so early, and they have to commit so many resources to take it out. Play the Unison, swing. He combos out with the ape, and then I pass turn. And then he goes, finds his last couple of balls. So like I say, I'm on 5 life. I'm a bit unsure about what the Katopesla engine does, but I'm assuming at this point I've got God Sealing in my hand. I'm pretty sure I use it this turn. And I've got a free combo with my leader to get out of any real nasty swings. And I have a fairly sizable hand myself. The main downside of Android 16 is obviously he doesn't draw on his Awakened side, which can be a problem, but we do... Not in this deck here, because I don't have the cards for it yet, but in the upcoming events I will have cards that will deal with that, basically. Will compensate for that. So he goes for a swing with the 4-drop. It's got dual attack. He swings, I take the damage, because I don't mind being on 4 life. I'm feeling fairly confident. So he taps 2 energy, goes for the evolve into the double strike crit, I believe. I ask him, I'm asking at all these points, I'm like, okay, so what does this one do? So obviously he taps 2 for it, so I'm thinking, okay, this is a healthy God Sealing target, so we go God Sealing, put it back in his hand. He's still got 1 yellow energy up, which is fair enough. He wishes, flips over, draws a card to end his turn, and then passes back to me. So at this point, I'm on 4 energy. He has 1 yellow energy open. So I'm fairly expecting a Nimbus. I get another 16 checkland, which is perfect. It's really painful if you don't get the 16 checklands, honestly. If you have to charge mono, then fair enough. But yeah. So this is another reason I really like this Unison. Just the +2. Obviously, it's on 6 markers. It takes them a lot to deal with it anyway, but it gives your leader +5k. Yep, there you go. There's the Nimbus that we were expecting. But what it does is it gives your leader +5k, and on top of your free combo from drop, you can effectively swing for 30k for free. Like, no card investment from your hand. That seems really good to me. A lot on top of having God Sealing active from early and healthily active because it's a 14k 6 marker Unison on the second turn that it's been played. Like, that's just crazily good to me. I guess the slight misplay there was not swinging with a battle card first, just to get that extra attack in, but that's fine. So we swing with Unison. We realise this is what I was saying about it being a 14k. It's not ideal. He almost goes to combo before we clarify that it's 14k, so he doesn't need to. I decide not to combo. I'm not too sure why. That was probably questionable. I probably should have used the free combo there, because I think what I follow up with here is a pass. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Guess I'm just... Hey, it's 4 in the morning, you know, I don't know what I'm thinking. Got a lot of energy drinks down me to stay awake. Right, so what do we enter with? Okay, so this is the Katopesla from the Evolution booster I was talking about. I'm not sure what it did, so I got him to kind of read it out to me. Obviously, I have 4 energy up, so there is definitely a lot of potential for counterplays and a rivaling on his turn, depending on what he chooses to do. Android 18 puts it to the bottom. I think I had another Trunks in hand at this point, but obviously 18's better there because it's just a 1-drop. He can just put it back in his hand and then play it again. Do I go Trunks this? I don't believe I do. No? Okay, must not have the Trunks. He could choose a card to warp. He chooses the 18 since it's got blocker. Very clever. So he swings with a double strike crit. Very scary, but he hasn't used his ultimate yet because I believe he can evolve up the chain at some point and switch stuff to active mode. I don't know. It'll sound really, really stupid if I start trying to talk about the Katopesla chain because I have no idea what it does. So I'm just deciding here. I know I've got a D magic in my hand. I'm like, okay, well, this is a double strike crit. It's going to hurt if I hit it. It'll cost me a lot to combo out of it as well because he'll try to force it through most likely. Because I'm on 4 life here, I think. So yeah, we just decided to demagic, get back to 4 energy, just in case he wants to go in any more. We basically say, okay, well, you know, you're gonna have to deal with my arrivals on your turn if you go in for more. So he decides to pass, and that's fair enough. He uses his leader to draw one just before passing, and then it's back to me. So I charge here. I think I actually charge a third 16 check land. Same the SR. Yep, there we go. So we're on 5 energy. So there's definitely a lot of potential for plays here. I don't really remember what I've got in my hand at this point, but I know that he's on 4 life. There is a chance of a Nimbus. So I believe I try force out the Nimbus first. We take off that counter because that's from before and we forgot to remove it. So first thing we do is we swing with the battle card to see if he's got the Nimbus, because if he's got the Nimbus, you imagine he might commit to do it here just to stop me onslaughting anymore with anything that I might rival, basically. So no negates on his half, it looks like. He doesn't have the 4-drop to negate anymore, so he does just have the 1 energy stud. I don't believe he's got any sort of energy manipulation. So like I say, I am expecting a Nimbus. I think I do a little bit of digging here with a super combo, if I remember rightly, just to decide on, well, to see if he's going to take the hit or if he's going to combo out or do any sort of shenanigans that might interrupt my turn. So we put 1 to bottom, draw 2. We're on 15 at the minute, deciding whether we want to use the free combo from the leader. We say no. He combos 5k to get out of it. We're like, okay, fair enough. Start dwindling his hand, even though it's a fairly sizable hand since it's Shenron. Luckily, he hasn't seen any personal ambition, so he hasn't got too much cycle in. So we go with the leader swing next. Again, just seeing if he's going to Nimbus. I think we commit a little harder to this swing. So we are considering the 17 combo, but instead we just said, no, we'll do it. I believe I actually just said to him, I said, fuck it, I'll free combo. And then when it comes to rivaling, double thinking. With all those 16s in energy, it's like you can commit to the 4-drop, or you can get two 6-drops out. Sorry, I say 4-drop. It's 4-drop arrival, or 2-drop arrival for the 6-drop. But we say fuck it. We get the 7-drop out. Ask if any response. Don't think there will be in Shenron. So the 7-drop goes off. This is basically my win condition for the deck. The 8-drop, 17 and 18 is a very nice one. Not too often do I get to 8 energy. So we go searching for a Bad Omen. Just having a look at the different 21s in the deck. I believe I run, in this version, there is 3 Beautiful Scientist and 1 Villainous and 3 Bad Omen. So we go with Bad Omen, we play Bad Omen. Bad Omen bins in energy, gets rid of his Katopesla. Leader ability replaces the energy that the 16 came out of, so we're back to 4 energy rather than 5, because Bad Omen had to bin one as well. So a lot happens during the combo step, it can get quite confusing. So yeah, he combos out of that swing. We've still got the Unison, we haven't plushed on that yet. We've got this now 25 double striker that makes him drop 1 on attack. So, there was a bit of a rule clarification there. They were checking if I'd dropped the energy for 21. I explained that I did and that I replaced the energy with 16. So yes, 25 double strike is leader. I believe he takes this one. Yeah, he does actually. He takes this, goes down to 1 life, which I think, okay, that's quite suspicious. But he supers. Oh yeah, that was it. He supers, then takes it, which I thought was very strange. So I think, okay, then surely I just swing with 21 for game. He's going to negate, right? He's got an energy up. He must have something. He says no negates. So my mind instantly goes, right, he wants me to commit to this. He wants me to go all in. So I just say, no, you know what? Just 25, actually, because I've still got my Unison. That can be a very beefy swinger in the late game. And there it is. We played that so well. Heroin SCR. He steals the 21. I don't lose any card advantage for comboing onto it. So he just puts the card face down to say that 21's on his field. And then we say, okay, fuck it. We're going in. He can't negate. He's got nothing left. It's a matter of comboing here. We swing with the 13. -4. Give it plus 11k in double strike. Not that the double strike matters, but it's 25k base. And then we go, okay, all in. Let's go. Boom, boom. And he takes it. He knows he can't get out of it. And that is game. Whew. So that was very lucky to kind of see that he had an energy up and that the heroin SCR was a definite potential. I see people running Crossworlds list with the green-yellow multicolor. I'm not a fan. It doesn't feel necessary when you've got all the tools you need just in blue-green. As for super combos, another highly debated topic, I ran initially. Obviously, I ran the Android 18, but the lack of leader draw on the backside makes it very difficult to justify running a super combo that doesn't make up for that. So I understand for the free arrivals. Obviously, that's great. Wow, but no, you'll run out of steam so quickly with the Android 18s. Like I say, you can run cards that make up for it, to make up for your leader's lack of drawing on the backside. But yeah, no, I absolutely just think the blue Vegeta super combos are way better. And another cool thing you can do with those super combos is that you can bottom deck any 21s that you draw, and then you can pull them out again when you use your 7-drop arrival. So yeah, that was this game versus Per. We went on to play. What was the next matchup? So the next matchup was Slug versus Sin Shenron. I died turn 2 to a Selzina, shock horror. And then third game was Dark Broly versus King Piccolo. That was an incredibly fun game. I eventually came out on top, so I actually went 2-1 at this event, which I was very surprised at. But it was great fun. Per's a good sport, great player. So yeah, I'll probably also be, whether I do a deck profile, so I'll probably do a deck profile in another video. But I'll obviously link my deck down below. It's constantly changing, constantly updating with more practice. Got to get that sweet spot for Android 16. I really think this deck is very strong, despite the fact that you don't draw on the backside. Like I say, we run cards that make up for that in the upcoming lists. If anybody has any sort of questions or wants to debate something about me with the deck, by all means, feel free. I tend to get into a lot of discussions about it on Dr. Giro's Secret Lab Facebook page. So yeah, that'll do it for that game. Very quickly, we'll just do a quick few shout-outs. We've got, obviously, DBS Deck Planet. They actually provided me with this mat, custom made. DBS Deck Planet, obviously, a great deck building website. If you're not using it, you should be. The devs listen to your feedback. There's constant updates. Fantastic website. Cannot fault it at all. The next Fight Night 3, they're looking to do EU versus NA. That's going to be on May 15th. More EU-friendly times. Hoping to start at midday Canada time, which would be probably evening our time. Be sure to join the Discord and Facebook pages of DBSL to keep up with all the information about it. I do regularly stream DBS on Twitch. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.